So, here we are. Here this is. We're at one of my comfort locations, one of those places that you go and you can always find shots and just enjoy yourself, and that happens to be Colonial Williamsburg for me. My only companion right at the moment is a squirrel. My wife and son are out collecting planets, which is what he's calling rocks right now. It is a beautiful day. It's supposed to only be in the 70s, but I think we're going to get a bit hotter today. My main focus is the first day with this. I don't think you'll see any video shot with the S9 today, but it's going to be all photos, and I just took my first X-Pan. I have never composed an image for X-Pan, so I doubt I'm going to get many bangers today, but we're going to give it a shot. Everything will be straight out of camera JPEGs. All of them are going to be LUTs that are taken from creators on the LUMIX Lab app. I haven't had the time to sit down and upload mine to the app or to the camera yet. Maybe that'll be another video, but yeah, first impressions. If you didn't have a grip, this camera would be almost unusable. It would be like a brick. First reviewers were given a small rig grip for a reason, and I think LUMIX should have included a body color grip in with the special colors. I think it's a missed opportunity. I don't think we should keep letting camera companies get away with making these ergonomic monstrosities unless you're going to be doing something like a Sigma BF where there's a reason for it and you're leaning into it. Second, a lot of reviewers said that this was really plasticky. I don't find it that way. Every knob, every switch feels firm. It feels fairly well made. My one gripe in build quality would be how stiff this lens is. It is extremely jerky and stiff to get it to extend. The focus is smooth, but the actual moving from 18 to 40 with the barrel is not. If I was trying to record video with this and trying to do some kind of cinematic zoom or in or out, I would be hard pressed, even with the built-in simulation or stabilization, to keep it still. This was a gift. I had narrowed it down to 3 separate cameras: the S9, the Sony A7CR, and one of the many Fuji films, either the 100 X106 or the XE5 or the XM5, and I fairly quickly ruled out the Fujis because of the focus. That's it. The focus on those cameras is not acceptable for what an X106 would have cost me. Brand new was $2,200. This is before the tariff increase. Now, take that with a grain of salt, because this is a Japan-only color my wife purchased for me. It was imported from Japan but made in China, which means by the time I got this camera to me, this is the same as a Sony A7CR without the lens. I'm not going to try to pretend that this is a superior camera to that, but what I want to use it for, which is the EDC, a daddy cam if you would, I find it acceptable. The negatives about this camera I'll probably go over a little bit towards the end, but I'll just give you the rundown of what everyone else says. It's a cold shoe, not a hot shoe. There's no EVF. And it's plasticky. I don't have a problem with the plastic. I don't want an EVF. I want to be experiencing the moment. I don't want to be holding this up to my face when I'm with my son. And I couldn't care less about a flash. If those things matter to you, they matter. The positives: the video is stellar, the video settings are stellar, open gate, unbelievable. The photos are of great quality, and you, for the first time, quite literally have Lightroom in a camera, and that you can just upload your LUTs, and you have real-time LUTs. LUMIX is really leading the pack with that, and the other camera companies better watch out. Fuji's got its film recipes, but you can make a LUT upload it to this camera and it can be you. It's not you tweaking a little bit of recipe science based off Fujifilm's already existing. It's your lot. I couldn't ask for more. And then the last big selling point, which you're probably going to see some today, X-Pan. Need to say more. You have an X-Pan format in this, something that's usually reserved for your Hasselblad X2Ds and your Fujifilm GFXs. This little handheld pocketable camera gives me X-Pan format. Alright, I think I've waxed literally enough. Let's get going. Let's get some sample shots and see what you guys think, and laugh at my failures. See you along here. By now you've already seen some of my shots, success and failures. I gotta say, I'm quite enjoying this. It's very small, it's very light. It's even lighter than the OM3, and something about knowing I'm not going to be really editing these photos and not having to worry about the EVF, just pulling it up and taking the shot, works for me. I don't know, something more relaxed. It's got more shots I want to get up here, but I kind of know where I'm at with this camera. It is fulfilling the purpose I wanted, which was something just throw in my bag and take with me to take photos and videos. And the only part I was really worried about is the photo. You guys might be a better judge than me, but I think photo-wise it's acceptable. And I think a lot of the negatives about this camera, especially earlier on, were really about that horrible pancake lens that they released. Anyway, I'm going to try to get a shot of this behind me and see if I can make it interesting. Wish me luck. Here's a little thing about the S9 that I'm really enjoying, is that the horizon indicator is on by default, and I so many times forget to turn that on, and my pictures are all wonky and all over the place. And just in the, 24 photos I've taken today, it has saved me from that probably 24 times. So it's those small things, those quality of life things that you just randomly notice. And I know other cameras have this and other brands have it, but on by default, yeah, my autistic brain appreciates that. We're in the back of a church and a graveyard. And I think I'm done for today. No pictures, though, I would say, are portfolio worthy, but yeah, the camera's not going back. I like it. The limitations of it and the way I'm treating it with just the built-in LUTs makes me feel like I'm using one of my film cameras without the cost of getting the film developed, and with the instant gratification of having the photos. Yeah, you'll see this in future videos. I'll probably do another thing about the video in it, but I think this is a lesson in take those negative reviews with a grain of salt, especially when they're from people that every day are handling cameras that are sometimes in excess of $7,000, $10,000. How are you supposed to compare that to something that's $1,300? Like, or if you're not someone that's taking small reels and clips of your family or vacations, you're doing this professionally, there are things that you professionally need. I also think Lumix's marketing was not up to snuff, frankly, and that doesn't excuse them in the least. And I'm sorry, my nose has decided to run off my face. I actually got a biopsy done on my tonsils this morning, and the voice is just, she's going. But yeah, LUMIX S9. It's a fun camera. It's perfect for an ADC camera, especially with this 18-40 lens. And yeah, have fun. Who cares what other people think? See ya.